What's the emotions like coming back into the fold for a game like this after a long spell out?
Really exciting for me, for myself, being out for so long, and then obviously for the squad. I don't think we have to be told how important it is and how exciting a game it is, and yeah, something to really look forward to.
There's the balance between your personal feelings and maybe the teams. I know you were part of the squad last week, but there's so much disappointment there. Yet you sort of personally just be excited to try and be involved. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, obviously being involved last week and the result didn't go the way we wanted to, but sort of with how I am and in terms of the position that I'm in, I feel like I've been able to be more motivating and trying to keep everyone positive, because for me personally, it's just a positive to be back out on a pitch for how long I was out, and just trying to help sort of spread that towards the group because of the disappointment of the weekend. But like I said, it's everyone knows the importance of the game.
Does that importance go up because of last week's disappointment?
Yes, probably does. I mean, we know it's a big game. We know that the season probably hasn't gone how we've wanted it to. There's no getting away from that. But it gives us a chance to put a good spin on it and try and get to a final.
Does it salvage your season, Frankie, winning on Saturday, getting to the cup final?
I wouldn't say it salvages it, because we're expecting a lot from ourselves as a club and as individuals especially, but it definitely puts a positive spin on it, like I just said, in terms of something to look forward to, something for the fans to shout about and get excited about, to hopefully get through to a final.
You talked about you bringing the positive atmosphere to the dressing room. How low was it after the weekend, and how is it now?
I mean, football moves quickly, so you can't dwell on it too much. But yeah, obviously everyone was gutted. Everyone was gutted with how it went and how it turned out. But like I said, we've got a big game to look forward to, and everyone's been up for that. And training's been really good this week. I feel like the boys have got a point to prove in terms of wanting to get the result and get through.
You feel you can win this competition?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I think we've shown, especially in my time here, that we can beat anyone. And listen, it's going to be a tough game on Saturday. There's no getting away from that. But I feel like we're in a good place in terms of now addressing what's happened, and now it's just, I feel like it's a bit of a clean slate in terms of now we've got this to look forward to, the next load of games after that, but full focus on Saturday.
There's a lot of criticism coming from the fans about the inability to win big games. Frankie, can you put your finger on that as to why?
Difficult for me personally to probably answer that. I mean, it's been tough. It's been a tough season. The performances, probably we ain't played well enough because of our position, basically. We can't get away from that. And the big games, it's just been tight either way, in my opinion. Things could have gone our way, but they haven't this season. For whatever that is, I don't know. Like I said, can't put a finger on it. But we've just got another big opportunity on Saturday to try and do that and change that.
Over 22,000 fans, I think, heading to Hampden. Do the players owe them performance, do you think?
100%, yeah. Some real support. They've been good with us all season. And like you said, it's something for us to try and give them something to shout about and something to get excited about and get behind us, and hopefully we can go out and put in a good performance and get the result.
And being one of the senior members of the squad, you've been sort of in the peripheries of it, obviously, when you're sitting in the stands watching it. By being in that dressing room, do you have more of a clout, and do you feel that you have more of a say in what happens on the pitch?
In some ways, yeah. Obviously, especially if I'm involved, then obviously you can take a bit more responsibility and try and help in any way you can. I think we've got a good change room, we've got a good dressing room to try and bring more out of each other and out of the team. And the pressure's on for Saturday. I mean, there's no getting away from it. It's a big game, so it's up to us to put on a performance and show some bottle, really.
Since you last played, a couple of new centre-halves came in as well, so there's competition there now.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And it's something that you want as a player, in my opinion. I think training, especially me coming back, knowing that obviously them two have been playing, it's definitely made me concentrate and work a lot harder in terms of trying to get back into the team. And in some ways, I don't know, it might have helped them as well, and gives the manager a decision to make and something to think about.
He said some people may be disappointed or will be disappointed. You can, I think there's even one less sub that you can pick for the Scottish Cup games. You don't want to be that way.
I don't think anyone does. No, definitely not. No, I definitely don't want to be that. But it is what it is. Whatever happens, you deal with it. And like I said, we've got a good group, and whoever is left out, whoever that may be, we've had a lot of that because of the amount of bodies that we've got. So I feel like a lot of the boys have been really supportive throughout the season, whether they've been left out or playing or whatever it is. So I think now it's just a time to come together as a squad and show what a good team we are and a good squad that we are, that we get behind each other and support each other whoever's playing.
Finally for me, I know you've not played for 5 months now, I think it is.
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5 months. Does the adrenaline of a semi-final pull you through?
Yeah, I think so. The importance of the game, the pressure of the game, it would do, especially for me. Obviously, if I am involved, then yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, experienced enough, me personally, to be able to deal with these sorts of games. And if I was put back in, then yeah, I definitely feel like I'm ready. And don't get me wrong, it'd be tough. But yeah, I feel like I'd be 100% ready to be playing. Yeah.
You said time to show bottle on a stage like this. Is it easier to kind of gather that together when you've had such a disappointment as missing out on the top?
I don't know whether it's easier, but I mean, there's no excuse for not being up for a semi-final, knowing that you've got one win away from a final and potentially another win from winning some silverware. So probably the game itself, yeah, and the situation that we're in, then yeah. I mean, if you can't get up for it, then yes, there's a problem. But I mean, we've got to show a reaction from what's happened this season and what happened last week. But I'm sure we can do that.
And just on the fans again, say that the anger from the supporters for a park on Saturday, you guys will have that kind of professional disappointment anyway, and then you're kind of getting it doubly. How do you react to that? How can you, I don't know, can you try and use that? Because it's obviously going to be such a huge crowd there cheering you on.
Yeah. Like I said, the pressure's on. I mean, we know what's expected. It is definitely a big game to be a part of, and we know how much it means to the fans and everyone in the club to hopefully try and get to a final. Without repeating myself, it's just the same sort of thing. It's just we know the job we need to do. It is hard to deal with, but we also know the expectation of the fans and what we need to do and need to go and show.
Frankie, you got a taste of European football at the start of this season. Given the league form and what this competition could do, how much is that spurring you on to have a chance of this once again?
Yeah, big time. I mean, we spoke about it all week in what this competition could sort of entail at the end of it if we get the right results and everything goes our way. It's something that we want to be doing. I think that's where the club wants to be, is at this sort of stage, in the European stage anyway. Obviously, we're going to have to do it the hard way in terms of doing it in the cup, but yeah, this is where we want to be.
You have previous experience with Hearts to play in semi-finals. How important was that to pass on to members of the squad who've not had that experience yet?
Yeah, I think, to be fair, we've got quite an experienced team. When you look at it, I think obviously the boys from last year are all sort of still here, and even the new boys that were brought in have played at good clubs and big clubs in terms of their countries and that sort of stuff. So, but like I said, the main thing is just we know the importance of the game. We need to be up for it, and I feel like if we can, as a team and individually, do our jobs really well and do them to the best of our ability, then I'm sure we'll get a good result.